Let's take a look at this case. The video car wants to drive headfirst into the parking space. However, because the cars in the space are all parked at an angle, the vehicle ends up stuck between them. The situation on site is roughly simulated like this. First, in real life, if we encounter this kind of angled parking situation, we must park following the same angle. For example, like now, our best approach is to reverse the vehicle into the space, because doing it this way, the adjustment angle for our vehicle is an obtuse angle. Reversing and parking this way is safer and more convenient, right? See, now it's very easy. It can reverse into the space in one move. But if we want to be like the other cars and drive in headfirst, this creates an acute angle. Driving in against the angle is the most difficult. But if, for example, there's a roll, or we simply want to park head-in, let's see how troublesome it is. First, if we turn the steering wheel to early when entering, for instance, like now, as soon as the front enters the space entrance, we try to drive straight in, right? Then very quickly, the front can't get through. At this point, coupled with the fact that our car body has limited lateral distance to the car on the left, if we reverse back a little to readjust, the inner side almost scrapes the rear of that car, right? Also, because the car is parked against the angle, there's no space for the front either. So after a slight adjustment, it gets stuck just like the video car. Therefore, if we want to park head-in, we must turn the wheel later. Let the vehicle drive forward more. Even if we go a bit too far and the front has little space to the parking spot, right? We turn the wheel, but can't move far before being blocked. That's okay. When the front is blocked, we straighten the wheels and reverse a little. Turn left and move forward. Adjust slowly like this. What's the purpose of this? We always maintain the lateral width on the left, right? Then gradually adjust the front. At the very least, it allows our car to enter the space, correct? But after entering, the car body is straight, but the others are angled, which won't work. Why? Because this way. First, your rear sticks out too much. Second, it's hard for the other car to leave your rear and blocks their rear, so we still need to adjust to match the same angle. Remember, during adjustment, we must reverse straight back. Many think, to move the rear that way, I should turn right. That's wrong, because if you do that, before the rear moves over, the body might hit the other car, right? Therefore, when adjusting, just straighten the wheels. Reverse straight back to the end. Then turn the wheel full right, bringing the front closer to the car on the right. Then turn full left and drive into the space to the end. This is like a conservative adjustment, moving the rear over bit by bit. If one attempt isn't enough, we reverse the vehicle straight back again to the end. Turn full right to get close to the neighboring car. Then turn full left and enter the space. We continue until the width on both sides is roughly appropriate, right? Similar width on each side, and the car body angle matches the other cars. This way, we can complete parking against the angle. So, it's still better to park following the angle of the space.